So, anyways, let's talk about Subway and this town, Sikeston, Missouri, and my opinions. Because they feel okay with hurting children. So, because they hurt mine. I see it. I'm seeing them thrive on this energy. I see how they do that. They get the child all revved up. So now the child's like, ah, ah, ah. And then now the adult can go about doing whatever they're doing because they don't have to worry about it. So you fucked up. It's like I said, you fucked up. I'm not going to go out and do anything irresponsible because I don't want to go to prison. But I know what moms feel like when they get after people. When they get after people for hurting their kids, but there's got to be another way to do it. There's got to be another way. So this is where we're going to kind of group together, and we're going to get our kids healthy. Because I noticed there was a couple other comments too about how kids got the dad because the dad was in officery, governmental work. So the policing, I couldn't say it right when I first thought it. So anyways, because I did my research, because I was like, what the fuck just happened? Like, I was really sad. I was like, oh my God, like, I just divorced and I was supposed to the kids could go wherever they wanted, anytime they wanted. Like, I was stay around close. Like, this is a known thing. He knew what he was marrying, just like I thought I knew what I was marrying, but obviously I didn't. Didn't work out. Okay, what the fuck is the problem? You fuck as many bitches as you want. Fuck, what's your fucking problem? I don't cause any fucking problems. I'm not that ex-wife that causes any problems. I don't fucking care. Fuck a guy, fuck a woman, fuck whatever you want, fuck animals. I don't fucking care. I don't care. But if you're doing that shit, don't ever fucking be around my children. Don't ever fucking be around my children. And that's where you fucked up. That's where you fucked up. So anyways, there's got to be a way to get our children healthy when the government has grabbed them from our hands. Because we're talking about big, powerful people. Like, I'm imagining he could put a hit out on me if I tried to fuck with his kids. Listen, they're not property. They have their own brains. I want them to grow up and have happy, healthy fucking lives. I don't want to see unhealthy kids. So anyways, moving along with that, there's got to be a way to do it. So that's why I'm just kind of hanging out. I'm still close by them. I've got to get my other one back from Chicago. Anyways, everyone that's involved with the tragedy that you caused my children, there is consequences. Not from me. Don't be scared, because I'm responsible and I want a good life, and that's why I'm going to keep on. Because and that's another thing, I'm not doing this for how other people think. I'm doing this because I wanted happy, healthy kids. That's why I'm doing this. I wanted them to get married to beautiful husbands, and I wanted them to have beautiful kids, and I wanted them to stay close by each other, and for their husbands to get along. And all of a sudden there's just a lot of big, family gatherings all the time. The doors are always open and shutting because there's always laughter and joy and food and fun and love, and you've got a good family, and that's what I want for my children. It is important because you cannot survive with evil people around you. It is proven. They do not survive. They are very unhealthy. They are very sickly. These aren't the kind of people that you want in your life. And that's why when somebody goes back and looks at my life, I want them to see I don't associate with that. Because who's going to want to have kids with someone? Well, if they're a good person. If they're a good person and they didn't know and they just got like manipulated into it and they didn't see it. But who, like some people can actually trick you. Like the landlord from Craigslist. Didn't have anything to do with a relationship. But as soon as I got to his house, he wasn't had this good life and married a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader and had a big, nice, clean, beautiful house. His house was fucking a shithole. It was a fucking trap house. And his Dallas Cowboy cheerleader wife was dead. What, 40? So no, none of it. None of it. You don't get... That's what I'm saying. That's where their fun comes in. They're like, look, I'm so bored of being evil all the time. Why don't I shake things up and scare people? Because that's what you do. You end up scaring a person. Because I was scared. I was constantly in a mode of... It's the same with this defense mechanism with my kids. I'm constantly in this mode of... I'm scared for my own kids. I don't want to go to my children's funerals because they have been in such unhealth. And mind you, the judge had declared this man fit to be a father. He declared him fit to be a father. He declared his generation fit to be around children. When it's a small town. It's a small town and a small cop shop. I don't care how much expensive stuff they got. It's because they got billionaires that live in the houses that are supporting it. So yeah, if you got $1 billion, you can probably buy... That's probably your change that you find in your furniture. To buy a SWAT truck or something expensive for their policing station. I'm not trying to cut anybody down, but if you're going to do something, do it right. Because you pissed me off. You fucked with my kids' health. What do you think I'm going to say about you? What do you think? This goes well beyond... I would hate to even talk bad about the people that adopted me because I'm so far over that. And I haven't been around them for so many years. But I think it's important to add that in because I think that they think it's fun to do this kind of activity. And you're going to stop doing it to my children. And I don't know how it's going to happen, but I feel like it's going to happen. I feel like it's closer than what it's ever been before. My kids had lied to me for a long time and said that everything was okay. And it wasn't until I made them get up close to me to see what was going on that they are so depleted and deteriorating. It is sickening. I'm talking about third world countries that picked up from what Americans do to their kids, mind you. Third world countries didn't start this until the Americans did. They have food. They have good food. They don't want our food because it's bullshit. But they know how to get the medical arts attention because you throw a couple abused kids in the pot and, oh, let's act like we care and let's give them some stuff. I know what's fucking going on and I don't associate with it. So the fact of the matter being that you, the legal system, felt like that was important, then all throughout their lives you see them, their teachers see them, I see them, I'm crying all the time, I'm begging, I'm pleading, I'm buying Schwans, I'm letting them take food out of the house every time they can. This was fucking bad, and it was all allowed in the legal system. So there is going to be consequences. Like, I already know it. I already know it because it happens in everybody's lives. When you decide to do something wrong, you end up paying consequences for it. And I don't want to say I want to sit around and watch, because I want to sit and I want to watch my kids get healthy. That's what I want. I don't want to sit around and worry about, oh, looks like they paid the price for that. Or looks like, that makes me sound like a horrible person. And I never wanted to have thoughts like that. I always just had these plans of a happy life. But you see, the people that were around me didn't want that for me. So they did it sabotaging me through my work, sabotaging me through maybe friends I wanted to make, sabotaging through strangers. Just have random strangers walk up on me. Oh, don't I know you? Aren't you so and so's ex-wife? Oh. And then their tone wasn't like that after that. It was just fucking disgusting. It's tragic is what it is. It's tragic because I don't see any good things coming out of this. Nothing good's gonna come out of this. So let's talk about Subway, because we talked about McDonald's and I had to delete my other video because I had an accident. So the McDonald's is completely political because, like I said, I've been here kind of observing, which anybody should do. I'm not going to move here based on these things. So we have a lot of child abuse in the way that I can't say it in public. So there's a lot of that going on. I saw that up at their snake park. They have a snake park right in the expensive houses. So we've got a lot of Subways around here. I think there's 3. None of them get business. But yet food is always being delivered. So, I just want to bring up to a house that I was in too. Not bringing up names. I was in a house and there was a kind of like a child size rectangular hole cut out in the middle of a bedroom floor with a rug over the top of it, inside a little gated community. Which, by the way, how to get in and out was just to wait until the gate opened. So there was that. So I pretty much put 2 and 2 together. There's probably a lot of hidden children. I feel sorry for them, because when you're only being used as a child for that kind of abuse, when they get older, they just kind of give them a few bucks and let them go. So I kind of feel bad. Or they might keep them there, but judging from the way the traffic moves and how much stuff is going off of the shelves, and I don't know about if things are being paid for or not. Chances are no, because of the disarray and a lot of the self-checkout crowd just looks sketch, you wear your look. That's what I'm saying. I even know what a pedophile looks like. They have a wide face. It's not that they were born that way. It's their own sick evilness actually transforms the way their body is physically made. And the longer it goes on, the wider the face looks. So the more that you're getting off on evil stuff, the more your face is going to widen out. So got you on that one too. Know how to stay away from those wide-faced motherfuckers. So anyways, so all of these Subways, they all have food in them, they all get deliveries, but no one shops there to get food. So pretty much, I guess, it's just sick. Y'all are sick. I don't know how it's going to change or if it's ever going to change. Because, like I said, have you ever seen like the bad seeds? And they kind of like reproduce each other. So they like, it's almost like they don't have a conscience. They're just kind of like flowing around in their world. So, but what I got a problem with is when you see, like someone example like me and my kids, pretty nice, smiling, happy for a long time, and I don't know how I hope their wisdom, I hope they keep gaining wisdom, but my wisdom was kind of stunted for a while. So I was kind of that naive, gullible one that was kind of like, oh, everybody's nice. No, they're not. Maybe out under the security cam footage they are, but not when they know that no one's watching, or at least the ones that don't like that kind of activity are watching. So, bad seeds, I do believe in them. They're the evils, and they'll always exist. But don't fuck around with somebody that doesn't participate. Stay in your own crowd. We'll go with this saying: stay in your own lane. It'd be a good idea. It'd be a real good idea. You might keep a limb or two, or a body part or two. The market's good for that kind of stuff. We got a lot of injuries. Just saying. I know that I've already planned my attack. If someone wants to make me victim, I will be removing body parts and limbs, and I'll be typing it in that ... onion, and I'll be looking for potential buyers. So don't fuck with me. Please do not fuck with me. I need money, and I want to keep my own privacy and safety space. Don't try and rob me. Don't try and gunpoint me. Things are going to turn out bad for you. Okay, so where else was I? I got the subways talked about, my kids' health, me resting. Oh, tomorrow I'll call the hotel. And I'll try. It's another one. It's a smaller one. I have to keep in mind that my abuse did do something to me. I want to keep waking up and being like, yes, get out there, girl. Come on. Show this world what you're made of. But my thing keeps coming back. So, and plus I notice a lot of people, I'm throwing them off. So I don't know what's going on. I love everyone, I'm trying to be Jesus-like. So I even used to have my Jesus sandals, but it got cold. So now I imagine Jesus in the winter probably wore some fake fur. Well, his were probably real, some real fur sandals. So I got some Jesus fake fur sandals because I was always thinking like, Jesus, I love Jesus. So anyways, if he's real, I hope he is. Sounds like a real nice guy. Real good guy. So, I don't know what I'm going to eat for supper. Want a Coke? Look, I don't backwash. I'm trying to prove to you guys in every way I'm not one of the evils, because I know it can be easy to go click, and I got some bodies in my trunk. I've kidnapped a few animals that I thought potentially didn't have homes. Just go fucking apeshit crazy, but I don't even watch that stuff. Anyways. And I'm trying not to spend money. That's why I'm sitting here too. Because I just told myself, why don't you get yourself something for a couple of dollars? No, it adds up. My youngest one was always the smart one out of all three of us. And she helped keep us financially intact. That's why she has the car paid off. Because she did. She did make an influence in me. I saved back, and if that motherfucker wouldn't have lied to me, I would have cashed that out. That motherfucking tax guy at H&R Block, he's damned to hell too, because when you fuck with someone's money, you've automatically damned yourself to hell. Okay, motherfucker? When I walked in there and asked your motherfucking ass if there was a fucking penalty for not filing fucking income taxes, that motherfucker told me I could fucking wait 5 goddamn years before I filed my goddamn fucking income taxes. So I waited 2 fucking years. So I had a little fucking nest egg, right? Get my fucking ducks in a row. And that motherfucking... Don't say it, Melody. That motherfucker lied to me. Because there was an extra $200 and some taken off of my fucking income tax check. And I could have fucking reported him. But guess what? He's going to hell. I needed that $200, motherfucker. You messed with the wrong motherfucker with $200, if that's your fucking candy ass game. And maybe somebody should be checking out H&R Blocks all around the nation. All around America at H&R Blocks, because this isn't the first little slip-up incident. Also, Melody goes in being nice, making sure that I didn't want to upset anyone in case people were having bad days, because I had been going through much stress. So I went in there very professional, very business-like. I went in. I did not think the stimulus check was true. This was that 3 years ago or whatever when the stimulus check went out. And my kids had told me, Mommy, did you get your stimulus check? And I said, that is not true, okay? The government does not hand out free money, okay? And they said, no, Mommy, they're really handing it out. So I went to H&R Block and I filled out the little paperwork and I said, could I have my stimulus check on a card? And she said, why, sure you can. Oh, look, there's not a spot for that on the paper. Let me just put it on top here. So she writes it in pen mark that I would like my stimulus check on an H&R Block card. Well, instead of getting my stimulus check on time, I had to wait an extra 3 months because it had to go back through the system because they don't give stimulus checks out on H&R Block cards. So maybe that was her first day dealing with stimulus checks, so I give it the benefit of the doubt. But if anybody on here sees my video and feels like maybe they've had a time or two where H&R Block worker kind of fucked them around a little bit, maybe they need to be looked into. Just saying. So anyways, but needless to say, that extra $200 and some that got taken out because of the lie that got told to the citizen that was trying to contribute to society, I got most of this car paid off. It is over $1,000 that went down on this car. So thank you for my youngest daughter for keeping me on track, because it did help. And also for moments like these where I'm going to make my $102 last until next Wednesday, because today is Thursday. So and tomorrow, so you can see that I am wanting my kids healthy, so I'm going to stay in the vicinity that's near them, and we'll go into the homeless shelter, and I will have my video running so you can see just how things are going. Now, mind you, they have a new homeless shelter that they're putting up, so we'll just see. But I'm fine with sleeping in my car out in the cold. I know homeless shelters have a lot of communicable diseases that get spread because of the overcrowding that they force them into. They are feeding them expired foods, so there's a lot of stinky poo poo and farts, and then they are also just not really keeping up with the cleanliness. And I noticed a lot of people coming in with open wounds and then getting shipped off with churches. So I don't know what's going on there, but I will take you guys all in on a live video tomorrow into the homeless shelter. So I'm not trying to do this for attention. This really was put on me. So I've been dealing with this for a long time now. So, anyways, and I don't know where to go to eat for supper. And I do have like a personal life person. So I just want to say, like, it is true about making pen pals on the internet. I encourage it because I know there's a lot of us that aren't safe under our own roofs. And then you probably think, oh my God, look at how much she's struggling, even like standing her ground, standing on her own. But it's worth it. It's going to pay off in the end. So a little bit of patience, a little bit of struggle. Just don't allow yourself to remain victim. That's all. That's where you won't ever get out. That's where, if you're going to think in your mind, I hope it gets better, but you haven't broken away from it, it won't get better. Like, I don't want to sound mean or anything, but like, duh. That's like, I remember I was a teenager and somebody was whining to me about problems going on. I had it so bad. Everybody's problem looks like nothing to me. So they just like going on and on and on about all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. They're just having all this drama stuff going on in their life. And I remember saying to them, you know, I'm not going to be the kind of friend to you that you want because I don't agree with anything you're doing. Like, you're literally not changing what you're doing and you're wanting to feel sorry for yourself about it. Like, you're gonna have all those problems if you keep doing what you're doing. And, you know, because you know how when you're teenagers, like, some teenagers just make up it's like I said, there are bad seeds. I have met bad seeds. That's not just a saying, that is really true. When your conscience can't pick up that you're doing something bad, when you're doing something bad, then you're just a bad seed. Like, that's why, if it's true and there's heaven and hell, that's why they say there's always going to be a bunch of people in hell, because of the bad seeds. You don't get to go and be bad all your life and then claim to be sorry about it and go crawling to God and then ask for that free gift of salvation and think that you're going to get it. Because remember, there's nothing actually free. Like, you have to work for it. So, yeah, there's going to be a big amount. If hell really is real, there's going to be a lot of people in it. That's inevitable. You don't get to lay there on your grave, cry your sorry sound. You don't get to make your bad choices and then live about your life like a regular person. It just doesn't work that way. So, good luck. I know I'm going to heaven. I've never had a bad thought, even when I was a little tiny child. I never had a thought of injuring anything. I've always had like a helpful heart. I wanted to help. I never liked seeing anything in pain. I wanted to always make everything better. So that's the kind of people, when you meet people like that, those are the kind of people that probably they didn't even have to like say that prayer and ask for the gift of salvation. They're probably like just already automatically going. But like, yeah, I already know I'm going to heaven. Like because I want to chain smoke, okay? And supposedly that's bad, which I really don't get that. I really, that's one thing I never did understand. But anyways, so say it is wrong. Say there was a clip in the Bible in Hebrew that they didn't know how to pronounce, that you shouldn't breathe in smoke. It's wrong. And so that's your sin. Oh my God. Now, say I was smoking a pack of cigarettes and then I got angry because now I don't feel good, which I always feel good when I smoke cigarettes. So say cigarettes made me not feel good. Made my stomach hurt or something. And I smoked. And then I went out, and because my stomach was hurting, and then I couldn't get my reward deal, because I'm also a little con. Let's just say I'm like that. I'm a little con, and I also can't. My con work isn't working that day. So then I go and I see. I say I'm married, so I go home and I see my wife at home, and then I'm like, I don't have nothing good that happened, like, because my con trick didn't work out. I smoked my cigarettes. They made my stomach sick. I'm just this horrible person. So then I go home and I start abusing my wife and telling her how shitty she is, and like, or just making her feel bad. That's you're going to hell. You've damned yourself to hell. Not because of the cigarettes, but because you yourself are an evil person. So I like to say, when I see those evil people puffing away on their cigarettes, it's not the cigarettes that are evil. It's the person smoking the cigarettes that is evil. And I hope that changes a lot of stuff around for the PTSD with the cigarettes. I know I had a lot of it. I remember getting extremely punished when they found out I smoked. So, but it calmed my nerves. Like, I was literally, like, my one friend, that she was adopted, but she ended up getting a nice family. She was one of the lucky ones. She had told me that, like, she's like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah," but she knew, like, deep down I wasn't okay, and like, she just saw me slipping. And I'm so glad I had her there, like, to talk to her and stuff, because I felt like I was, like, just sliding into this permanent, like, daydream land that I made for myself, so that everything that was happening to me wouldn't hurt anymore. It was really bad. It was really bad. But everybody goes through bad stuff, it seems like, these days, so I don't know what the point of this is. I don't know if the people that were documenting, if they know what the point of it is, or if wherever our documents are going to, they're trying to figure out a solution, or if this is their way of having fun, because everything's all distracted now. We've got injuries, we've got victims, we've got evilness, so now everything's set and it's ready to go. So that's where I'm like, but I'm gonna keep on the good path. So don't worry about me. I'm not gonna turn into one of those scammers. I'm not gonna make my kids sick. I'm not gonna be evil. I'm not gonna hurt pets. Like, I just don't do anything bad. I don't know how many more new things of bad they can come up with. Pretty much, hasn't TV and Hollywood shown us all of them? Because the movies are real. I do want you guys to know that. I hope you guys know that. They didn't just make up that stuff. They're showing us what is real. I really hope you guys know that. Please, please, I hope that changes a lot of things for you guys. Yeah, that's not made up stuff. They really saw that. They're just reenacting to show us, so we know. You get it? Okay. I slept till 4:32. I stayed up all night. Saw pictures of my kids. Still not up to par. Not even fucking close. Don't mind me. So, that's all I really had to say was my discovery of, I think I am right about the bad stuff going on with the children, and they've got little ports with their restaurants. Subway's, Hardee's. My kids, I want them to get better. It's not happening fast enough for me. I want to see results, so I'm going to do some more focusing on my inner thoughts, my inner accommodations, and what's that called? My manifestations. I'm sorry, I forgot. So my vocabulary is really bad. So I'm going to keep manifesting my kids get healthier. I'm going to try and figure out what I'm going to eat for supper. I'm not going to go very far because just everything has me spooked about, like, now my car battery. I got my emergency car battery, but like I said, this town has just made a mockery of me. You'll see it when we go into the homeless shelter. You'll see how they talk to me. And then come back here and sit at the Walmart parking lot. I was thinking I would go out to the abandoned barn and like shave, so you have like some privacy, because anywhere, it doesn't matter, even if it's like late at night. I guess people are so nosy around here that they'll be parked sitting right up next to me. Like, I don't have any privacy. I have none. So I'd really like to have some privacy so I could... Shit. Nope, I'm good. I'd really like to have some privacy so I could just do something for myself, but I can't. So I'm just going to continue this living in my car with barely any money, being sabotaged at my jobs, until something comes through for me, because I'm at the point. I'm just at the point. So, and I don't want anyone to, feel threatened. I don't do workplace violence. I don't do, I don't fly off the handle. And that was another thing. I wanted to get on and do a live the other day. I know these, stop doing these, what was I going to say? You know what? Forget about that. I'm not even going to say what I was going to say. I'm just going to keep that one to myself. But, yeah, like, pretty much everything's pretty much figured out. And, and I still want to meet a king. I want to meet a real life king, because I want to show him how he was such a good example to me. So, well, I gotta go. So I will see you later, and bye.